about 3 years ago. It was my senior year in high school, and it was a Friday afternoon. We had kind of like a rivalry game against Diamond Bar High. It was me, my good friend Kevin, another co-captain on the team, and we had our game. We beat Diamond Bar, so we're in the locker room pumped up. We're like, man, it's Friday night. Like, what are we gonna do? Blah blah blah. And me, Kevin, and my friend Josh, we decided, well, let's like party or something. Like we gotta turn it up and celebrate. So I'm like, all right, let's do it. So going through kind of our options, and this girl named Tiffany invites us over to her house, and she invites over a couple other girls. She's got an open pad. So I'm like, all right, cool, this is perfect. Like, we're gonna get into some trouble or something. So we end up having to make up a lie to our parents. Being 17 at the time, I wasn't allowed to be out all night. I had curfew. We decide we're gonna lie to each other's parents and stuff, and be like, all right, well, Kevin's spending the night at my house. I'm spending the night at Josh's house, and Josh's spending the night at my house. So the plans end up working out, and we end up on our way to Tiffany's house around, say, like 10 o'clock. We get to Tiffany's house, open up the door, and we see like alcohol bottles on the table and stuff, and there's a house full of girls, no parents, so we're like, all right, cool, it's perfect. I get up on the counter, I'm like, I'm standing up on the counter drinking chocolate milk and drinking vodka, I don't know why, and giving her dog all kinds of junk food, having a good time. And next thing I notice, about an hour later, my friend Josh comes up to me, he's like, bro, like, you gotta take me home, At this time, I'm thinking all three of us are spending the night, so I'm a little intoxicated. And he tells me, like, we gotta go home, like, my mom's flipping out. She's, either gonna go to your house or she's gonna call your mom. So I'm like, bro, I'm not getting caught. Like, I'd rather go to jail than get caught by my mom. All right, so I'm driving home. I'm driving him back to 15 minutes back to his house. And, we drop him off, everything's fine. We're on our way back, and, me and Kevin are in the car, laughing, having a good time, listening to music, dancing in the car. And we're like 5 minutes away from the off-ramp. And I don't know why, but for some reason, I'm driving, I look at my speedometer, and it's like 105, 104, 103. And I'm like, well, I should probably slow down, So I slow down. And as I'm slowing down, I see the red and blue lights in my rearview mirror. I'm like, man, like, I look over at Kevin, I'm like, bro, we're getting pulled over, dude. And he's just like, man, turn the music back up, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, no, for real, like, dude, we're gonna die, I don't know. And then, I'm like, all right, whatever, pull over. I'm shaking, and, pretty intoxicated. And the cop pulls up to my window, and I don't know why, but for some reason, I decided to open up my door instead of rolling the window down. So that right there lets him know. Roll my window down eventually, and then he starts talking to me. Give me your license, registration. I didn't even have my license, so I gave him Kevin's license, and that didn't really work too well either. So he comes back and he's like, man, like, what's wrong with you? Like, are you stupid? Like, talking to me, like, cussing at me and stuff. And I'm just like, dude, honestly, like, I made a mistake. Like, let me go, please, or something. And he finds out my stepdad's a cop, Kevin's dad's a cop.
Oh, God.
So, and he goes to church with my dad. That didn't really go too well either. He decides to let me drive off to the exit instead of taking me into jail. He told me he was going to follow me if I steered wrong or swerved, whatever. He was going to take me in. So, I was super thankful. Basically, like, told me, like, what I was doing wrong, and like why the impacts of what I'm doing, like what it could do to my life, other people's lives, and really stuck with me, I made it home. It was really a big time, life-changing circumstance. That right there happened to be the best day of my life, because now I'm a way more responsible young adult.